Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Eniola, and yeah, I don't really know what I'll be saying into this video if I'm being very honest, but I just had the urge to kind of turn on the camera and speak today. So Valentine's Day was like a few days ago, and I think I was reflecting on just the concept of love and kind of how I've gone on kind of my love journey, right? And how I went from a child and a teenager who like had zero iota of love, didn't love herself, thought she was worthless, to this being that radiates radiates love. And yeah, that's kind of like what I would like to speak on this video. And also the intention is such that if there's someone watching this video, whoever you are, it's my hope that you are able to see what it is that I am communicating, and and see that within yourself also. Okay, so let me give a backstory. So I was born in Nigeria. I was born and I grew up in Nigeria. And growing up in Nigeria, it was really challenging. It was very, very challenging. Yeah, I had this idea that I was ugly, and the movies and like the TV shows and like everything around me, like I didn't really see. Yes, I grew up in an African country, but like on TV, like the movies were like women who had like straight hair and like wigs and who had like light skin and like really beautiful women, right? And like that's kind of the idea of beauty I saw. And even around me in society, like the women who were put on a pedestal as being beautiful were women who looked a certain way, like who had lighter skin, who had like long beautiful hair. And I wasn't that. So as a child, I just really thought I was ugly, and that I thought I was ugly, I thought I was not good enough. And I always just carried this immense pain, and that kind of manifested as like anger. I was just always angry as a child. And also, it didn't help that my parents were, God bless them, and I love them so much. But I did experience some sort of like abuse, verbal and physical abuse from my parents. So I just never felt love. I just always felt alone and like unloved, and I just thought I wasn't good enough. Like I had no one telling me that, you know, I was worthy. My parents didn't tell me that. Society didn't tell me that. When I watched TV didn't tell me that. Looked in the mirror and all I saw was like a huge nose. I had acne. I had a huge, like I saw like, I just thought I was really ugly. I was like, yeah, I hated my nose. I hated my lips. I hated my skin. I was like, oh, I was too dark. My hair was, you know, kinky and all of that, good stuff. I don't know if you are African or even if you're Nigerian. I'm sure, or you're a Nigerian woman, there's the chance you may be able to relate to what I'm speaking about. But yeah, so I carried that, as a child into my teenage years. And I think when I became a teenager, like I kind of started to like, and I had some sort of freedom. So, sorry, excuse me. I kind of started to, experiment with things, to kind of like things like makeup and like wigs and like coats, to kind of make myself like, because I thought, okay, I had to do things to fix myself. Like I thought, okay, I was ugly, so I had to do stuff to look like these women on TV, right? So there was a time where, like as a young teenager, I couldn't go anywhere without makeup. I had to have makeup on. I experimented with like lightening my skin so that I could like be beautiful. I would, wear like wigs and like straighten my hair, like put relax on my hair, just doing all this like things to make me feel beautiful and make me feel loved. And obviously none of those things worked, right? Because like at the end of the day I have to take off the makeup, right? And I'm still left with the face I had. I have to take off the wig, I'm still left with the hair I have. Right? And like, yeah, so yeah, I kind of, so that feeling of unworthiness, that feeling of not being loved was still there, right? So, and then fast forward to years after, when I moved to Canada, and I think this was some years after I had been in Canada, right? I and then I kind of had like an awakening moment, right? I don't know if you don't know what an awakening moment is. Just really, it's a kind of a spiritual. It's a term used in like the spiritual community of like you kind of wake up. You kind of wake up to reality. Because all through, like, as a child and as a teenager and as a young adult, I was asleep. Like I was in my head. Like I said, all these thoughts, I thought I was these things, right? So I was living life through the lens of my thoughts. And sometime in I think 2020, I had an awakening moment, like an awakening moment. I am not my thoughts. you know, I am I am the awareness of my thoughts, right? And that kind of that changed that changed my life. And just realizing that I am that who I am or who I thought I was like false on who society told me I was. Because yes, I was told, like as a young girl, I was told that, oh, I had to be this, I had to be that, I had to be this, and I wasn't all those things, right? So I thought like I was useless. But then I think realizing that, oh wow, I am just conscious, and that's beautiful. Like the mere fact that I exist, that I am conscious, I am speaking, I am breathing, I can feel my feet, I can feel my hands, I can feel my breath. Just a mere fact. And for that, I am beautiful. I am love. And then I think just coming to that realization, it just felt like, and then I just opened up and I was able to see, and then I was able to see my beauty. And not my beauty, like my external beauty. That is beautiful. Like the form is beautiful. This form is beautiful. But to see the beauty within, the consciousness within, like who I really am. Stillness. And that's who you are too. So if you're watching this video, so I'm making this video, from the lens of love and self-love. So self-love, it's not just about loving like your external body. It encompasses that, but it's really about discovering that you are love. That the thing that powers your body to move, to eat, to talk, to breathe is love. And that's who you are. That's who I am. And it's so beautiful. So, so, so beautiful. So yeah, so if you're watching this and maybe you've kind of had like a similar experience of feeling unloved and unworthy, I want you to just sit with me now and just know that you are enough. And it's not just the words I'm saying. You have to realize that by yourself. You don't believe me. Definitely don't believe me. You don't have to believe me. You have to experience it the same way I experienced it. You have to experience it yourself. You have to experience yourself. And one way to do that, to experience yourself, is through meditation. So by going within and just seeing the stillness that you are, and letting that presence, that stillness shine, right? And don't get me wrong, I also struggle. There are days, probably there's sometime this week or last week, that I was feeling low and unloved and this and that. But the mere fact that I have realized or experienced the beauty of myself, or the beauty of stillness, the beauty of presence, the beauty of who I am, I'm able to just see those thoughts or those feelings and just smile at them, and also love them, because they're also a part of me. So I'm not just loving the, lovely Eniola that, like, is happy and is peaceful and kind of and radiates love. No. I also love the not so beautiful parts of me, the parts that get jealous, that gets angry, that is spiteful. I love all parts of me, because presence loves all parts of me. Because I am presence, and you are also. I am this now, in this moment. And so, having this realization and practicing, it's also a practice, right? So you don't just realize it and you don't practice anymore. You have to practice, right? So practicing meditation, so it can be any kind of mindfulness practice, any kind of meditation. It can be breath awareness, it can be loving kindness, you can do like your body awareness, anything that brings you into yourself, into your heart, into your being. And in that space, you're able to see, wow, I am the ocean. I thought I was the ripple. I thought I was just the ripple that just bloop, 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 bloop. That doesn't matter. I thought I don't matter, but I do, and you do matter also. You are, you are the most beautiful being, the most beautiful being. Like, no words can capture your beauty and your essence and the love that you are. You have to just experience it for yourself. And yes, I am here to help and guide you, and that's why I started this channel, because it is my joy, and yeah, it's my joy if more people can, because there's so much suffering. I suffered a lot. I suffered a lot mentally, because I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I was worthless. And we don't have to suffer. Life is challenging. Life is very challenging. But the challenge is how we grow. The challenge is a feature, it's not a bug. It's to help us evolve and grow, and to help us see ourselves. You are worthy. You are beautiful. Who you are. I laugh because, like, it's yeah, it's the most beautiful thing ever. Just the mere fact that you are alive. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter even if you have no eyes, you have acne, you have no hair, you can't it doesn't matter. Just the mere fact that you are alive and you are aware and you are conscious, and there's breath, the breath of life flows through your nostrils. Just that fact makes you worthy. Anyways, I love you, and yeah, remember, you are enough. And if there's one thing I want you to take from this video is practice, practice, practice mindfulness and meditation. Practice sitting with yourself, sitting in silence, watching your thoughts, watching your breath, being aware of your presence. And all the answers, trust me, all the answers are within you. My job here, or my job, is to also do that practice with myself and share with you, in the hopes that you are also able to do the practice and see the light within yourself and also share with others. So yeah, thank you so much. So if you have any questions, comments, please put them in the description box below. I really would love to hear from you, and I love you. And I would see you next time. Bye.